Good evening and welcome to the official co-stream of the two-time NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. Tonight, the defending champs Wizards D.G are taking on Hornets Venom GT in the 5v5 Week 1 of Seed Week. My name is John and I am joined by a very special guest tonight. It is my honor to co-cast tonight's game with the one and only Lady Blue Flames. How are you this evening?
Doing awesome. I'm excited to be here. I can't wait to talk some basketball and hopefully end the night with a dub.
Absolutely. And speaking of a dub, let's recap what happened last night here real quick. Wizards D.G taking on Grizz Gaming. It was an absolute breakout performance for Cap last night. He ended up dropping 21 points and having 9 assists. He was named the player of the game last night in that 76-63 win over Grizz Gaming. And obviously, they're coming off that bad loss in the quarterfinals in the 3v3 tournament the week before in Indy. So this was a big bounce-back moment for this team. Obviously, they're built for that 5v5 play. But, you know, just from a player standpoint, it's definitely big to bounce back from a disappointing week that quickly.
Exactly. Yeah, I was definitely watching that 3v3 and to see them go down, I was like, oh, man, that kind of hurt. But like you said, you got to get right back on that horse and keep on rolling. So we in 5v5 now. So they just got to get back into it, get in rhythm, and play some good team ball and get some dubs.
Absolutely, and picking up that dub last night. And tonight, they're going to be going up against a familiar face in Hornets Venom GT. We actually played Hornets Venom GT just recently, about a week and a half ago in the 3v3 tournament. We won't talk about the outcome. It wasn't exactly in our favor. We did end up losing that game. That was actually hosted at the Wizards draft party in downtown Washington, D.C. at Capital One Arena, which was a really, really cool event. Big shout out to everyone who showed up and stopped by to check out the Wizards District Gaming. You got to see some amazing NBA 2K League trophies on display as well. Get your pictures with the players. Big shout out to everyone who stopped by there as well. Hopefully we'll be able to do more events in person once District E opens up on the north side of Capital One Arena. So keep an eye open for that as well. But nonetheless, tonight going up against Hornets Venom GT, there's a lot of history between these two teams. And that history is definitely in favor of Wizards D.G. So going up against some familiar faces here tonight for Hornets Gaming. Let's see here. Pulling up their starting lineup as they are now nice enough to actually tweet it out here for us. Tate, Glenn Ratty, Swan, Crown, and DJ is a starting lineup for Hornets Venom GT. And if you've been following Wizards D.G throughout the entire season for the past several years, the lineup has remained roughly the same. Of course, that's going to be Cap and B-Rich in the guard positions, Nudini and Just Awkward in the forward spots, and the big man, the big dog, Dave Fry, guarding the lane, cleaning up the glass all night long. Dave Fry, again, a double-double last night. He's a double-double machine. We're probably going to see it again here tonight as well. So that's our starting lineup here. We were scheduled for an 8:15 tip. Fun fact, just like last night, they are running behind. So Lady Blue Flames didn't have the honor to be here with us last night, but they told us it was an 8:03 tip, and we actually got underway at 8:17. So that's one of the perks of the NBA 2K League. But before we dive into that game, let's talk a little bit about what you do here for Wizards District Gaming and for Mystics. You're the official streamer for Wizards DG and Mystics basketball of the WNBA.
Yes, it is very exciting and the first of its kind to actually be sponsored by a women's professional team and a 2K League team at the same time. And just doing the content that I've been doing, which is showcasing the WNBA and the Washington Mystics via 2K in the WNBA mode. And it's been awesome because they started the WNBA mode in 2K20, and each game, the mode has definitely gotten so much better. So I've been able to do a lot more showcasing this past year and just, having fun with different modes and talking players and just showcasing the league because it's a great league and we've been going for 26 seasons and it's still a lot of people that don't know much about the league. And so I kind of made it one of my missions when I started streaming to make sure that the W was a huge part of my stream, and also the Mystics because that is my squad. I love that squad. Ever since they came in '98, they have been my squad, and you can see on the back, I'm very avid about the league and have tons of jerseys and still collecting at this moment. So it's definitely been fantastic being sponsored by Wizards D.G and the Mystics, and everybody has been fantastic and welcoming. And I've been having a blast on Wizards channel and just meeting people and just talking basketball as usual.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do have to ask you this question. You brought it up. I'm a big jersey collector myself. What's your favorite jersey that you currently own? We see them on display behind you here. We are actually in game now, but yeah, if you have one jersey, if you can pick one favorite.
One favorite, oof, that would be tough because there's a lot of goats up there right now. I would say color-wise, the new Chicago blue one is, just because blue is my favorite color, and I love the mix of colors in the Chicago blue jersey. But of course, all of my Mystics, I have every variation of the Washington Mystics jerseys as well. They're not all on the wall, but I have every variation from that first year to the current one. So I have the span of jersey swaps throughout the years for the Mystics. And so the Mystics will always be my fave jerseys. I'm biased. I'm sorry.
Hey, we welcome DC bias here. In fact, it's actually encouraged. And I guess one of the cool perks, I guess, of being the official co-streamer or the official streamer for WizDG and for the Mystics WNBA squad is they put you on 2K League casts with some random guy. So here we are getting a call, NBA 2K League.
I knew I was going to be meeting a lot of people when I signed on for this journey, so I welcome it. I'm excited to meet anybody that's involved with the organization, with the 2K League, with the team. And so I'm just excited to meet everybody and be able to interact with everybody and learn from everybody. So I'm excited for it all.
Yeah, absolutely. We're super excited to have you here for today's matchup against Hornets Venom. We are underway, about just over 3:20 left here in the first quarter. It's a 12-5 lead for WizDG as Cap, with no fear, pulls up the three. Can't get it to go. Rebound by DJ, and Dayfry's called for his first personal. And this will be an interesting matchup here for Hornets Venom, currently sitting in 10th place in the Eastern Conference. Again, a little different how they're doing the season this year. Last year, we had more of a structured seasonal format where we had week play, where there's 2 to 3 games a week. Now, it's more of that traditional esports sense that we're getting, where it's more of your traditional esports tournament-based, point-based setting. But the good news is WizDG have qualified for the playoffs already. So right now, it's all purely seeding. We're currently sitting in second place in the East, behind those who shall not be named from Philadelphia. So we won't give them any credit. We don't want to do that here. But yes, the 76ers currently in first by a point. This Cap pulls up for a three and drills it. 15-8, WizDG holding on to that lead.
Full court press going on. Okay.
Awkward finishing it off once again. Awkward, the 2021 Defensive Player of the Year in the 2K League.
Oh, yeah. He be having a lot of great defensive plays. A lot of great defensive plays.
Last night was an absolute menace for Grizz Gaming as Tate moves the ball around. Long range two. The fadeaway is good. Cap moving the ball around, finds B-Rich. Pass down low is tipped, going the other way. Hornets looking to try to cut into the WizDG lead. Glenn Ratty thought about it, guarded closely by B-Rich, kicks it off to Tate. Down low, baseline crowns there, but Dayfry quickly collapses out to Swan in the corner.
Great rotation, great rotation.
Glenn threw on the shot clock, has to force something, finds Crown, mid-range two, can't get it to go. Offensive board by DJ. Foul called on Dayfry, picking up a second.
Defensive rotation, just got to get that rebound.
Tate finds Glenn Ratty for three, no good. Nudini with the board. It's Cap looking for space. Hands it off to Dayfry, who might have been setting the pick. Back to Cap.
Yeah, he was setting the pick. He lost his dribble.
Three-point shot, no good. Losing your dribble, that's a very common theme for me when I play 2K, but It's the reason why I'm on this side of the camera and on the other side of the camera. Swan for three, can't get it to go. Back up,
Yeah.
Nudini called for his first.
Just on your player rating, it's definitely easy to lose your dribble.
Crown at the charity stripe, hits the first. Makes it a 6-point game. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Able to hit both. 17-12. Hornets in the bonus. Glenn Ratty putting the pressure on B-Rich. Not phased. Goes right around him, cross half court. Cap with the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball down low. It's another turnover. Now Hornets going the other way. Swan for the jam. Cuts the lead down to 3. Under 30 to go. Cap finds Dayfry. Very common play style, seeing the big man come up top. Cap moving the ball around. 5 on the shot clock. Long 2, rims out. 10 seconds to go. Hornets with the final possession here in the first quarter. Tate over to Crown. Down to 1 in the corner. Can't get the shot off. 17-14. Your score at the end of the first quarter.
Couple bad passes at the end of the quarter, but very, very good defense.
You can see on your screen here the current point totals. Cap leading the way for Wizards D.G with 6 points, a rebound, and an assist. Just Awkward, 4 points and an assist as well. Nudini and Dayfry both cleaning up on the boards, 2 rebounds apiece. Nudini with 5 points and Dayfry with 2. On the side of the Hornets, Tate leading the way with 8 points overall, the leading scorer here in the game. Swan with 2 and Crown with 4. DJ doing some work down low, managing to get 4 rebounds there in the first quarter alone. I mean, not too bad. Wizards D.G holding on to the lead there, but that's definitely something that they'll want to look at down low is trying to stop DJ from collecting those rebounds and those second chance opportunities.
Yeah. So I was like, they had some good defensive possessions at the end. It's just they gave up that offensive board, and then they had like 2 turnovers toward the end of the quarter. They had some good defensive possessions.
Just moments away from heading here into the second
quarter. Offense.
Yeah. Just a reminder, voting for the All-Star game in the NBA 2K League is now available. Head on over to 2kleague.nba.com and submit your votes. Wizards D.G players only. I will not tolerate votes for any other team. All 5.
I'm voting already. I voted earlier today.
Vote early, vote often.
Can you vote every day like the others?
That's a great question.
Because I know when we voted for WNBA, every day, every 24 hours, you can vote again.
Let's see here. We'll
so
pull it
if
up.
you can, then I will definitely make sure I vote every day.
Let's see what the official rules are here. That is a lot of text. Second quarter underway. We'll come back to that a little bit later. So Wizards D.G will start off. Dayfry down low, gets blocked from behind. You don't see that often. Loose ball picked up by Nudini. 5 on the shot clock. Dini in the corner for redemption.
Let's go.
Hits the big 3.
Nice shot.
Nudini coming up clutch back in Season 3, his first season with Wizards D.G. Those Dini daggers in the corner helped carry that team to their first ever NBA 2K League championship. B-Rich, long pass up to Cap. Dayfry looking to set that pick, has some space, finds the gap, takes it to the rim. Cap.
Don't take Cap.
22-16. Wizards D.G coming out hot here in the second quarter. Tate over to Crown. Ball movement picked off. It's just Awkward. Who else? Finding B-Rich. He'll slow things down on the other end of the court.
Defense.
Beautiful vision.
Nice. Get rewarded for that defense.
Tate down low finds DJ. Guarded by Awkward. Looking for another turnover. Now Glenn Ratty. Off balance three. Gets it to go. First points of the game for Glenn Ratty coming here in the second quarter. Loose ball picked up, going the other way. And blocked from behind. Heads up play there as the foul is called on B-Rich. Had me nervous a little bit.
Right.
Foul called on Awkward. That's his first.
Great recovery on defense.
Glenn, the off-balance three. Doesn't get it to go. And Dayfry between two defenders gets the board. The Hail Mary pass. B-Rich, cap. 3 points.
Good ball movement.
Tate looking to respond here as this game's starting to pull away in favor of Wizards D.G. Swan in the corner. Under 10 on the shot clock. Tate starting to scramble down low. It's DJ. Finds Crown in the corner, wide open. Crown won't miss those shots. B-Rich to Dayfry. Back out to Cap, being patient with it, 10 on the shot clock. Cap over to B-Rich. B-Rich for three, gets it to go.
Buckets.
Third three-point shot for Wizards D.G. in the second quarter. Helping extend that lead. Glenn Ratty over to Tate. Under 10 on the shot clock. Tate moving the ball around, picked up by several players. Starting to scramble, down to 5.
Good pressure.
Crown forces the shot, no good. Nudini with the board.
Good
long pass,
Awkward
Awkward.
With the finish. Nice, great defensive pressure leading to a fast break dunk.
While the Hornets may have beaten Wizards D.G. in the 3v3, when it comes to 5v5, it is all Wizards D.G. so far. DJ off the glass. His goaltending is called on Nudini.
Yeah, 3v3 and 5v5 play so different. Play both and you know exactly how different they can be.
B-Rich over to Cap. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Back of the rim and out. Quick break now for the Hornets.
Oh,
and it's a turnover.
deal.
B-Rich. High IQ play. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dayfry down low. Being patient gets DJ to jump. Had me biting on that one as well, DJ. It's okay. Buck 15 left to go here in the first half. Cap with the 3. Can't get it to go. Now DJ with his badge activated. Off the glass and in. Wizards D.G. will call a timeout with just under a minute to go. Set up what could be one of their final possessions here.
Yep.
34-28. Score Cap already in double digits. Nudini and just Awkward not too far behind. Solid play here in the second quarter. Dayfry looking to inbound the ball for the final minute here in quarter number 2. Cap. Down low, finds Dayfry the jam. Now Glenn Ratty. Moving the ball around. Under 40 to go. Kicks it over. Crown in the corner. Back out to Tate. 5 on the shot clock. Glenn starting to scramble. Takes a three-point shot. Thought he had space. No good. Offensive board. 10 seconds. Glenn Ratty looking for space. Guarded close by B-Rich with 2. The off-bounds 3 again. Can't get it to go. And it's another offensive board by Crown. With 10.9, Wizards D.G are looking for the final possession. This goes up to Dayfry. Kicks over. Awkward for 3. Bangs it home.
Wow. Nice.
Do it on defense. He can do it on offense. And Nudini with the heads-up play.
9-point lead.
Okay,
Jeez.
Charlotte, what can you do with 2.1 on the clock?
Right.
DJ.
If somebody got a quick release.
Crown, quick release. Can't get it to go. 39-30, your score at the half. Wizards D.G with the lead. And would you know, just awkward in double digits as well. Leading the team with Cap tied at 11 points apiece. A very solid performance for Wizards D.G there in the second half.
Yes, so that's a pretty good first half. Really good, solid defense. The only thing is they did give up a couple offensive boards to DJ, I believe, and I think a couple to Crown. Very good, solid defense.
Yeah, for DJ, it was another 3 rebounds there in the second quarter. He also got all 8 points in the second quarter as well. So DJ starting to really turn it on there as Hornets Venom GT is looking to go a little bit lower against Wizards D.G as their perimeter play has really kind of failed them so far up to this point, shooting 50% from the field.
They're definitely struggling to get an open, good look from the outside because of all of our pressure. Good game so far. It's good. It's good.
Good game. Absolutely. I 100% agree. We're going to throw it to a very quick break. Don't go anywhere on the other side. We'll be back with more halftime breakdown. You're watching the official co-stream of Wizards District Gaming. Halftime here between Wizards D.G and Hornets Venom GT. It's a 39-30 lead for the two-time defending champs, Wizards District Gaming. Cat picking up where he left off last night, coming off that 21-point performance, dropping 11 in the first half with 4 assists and a rebound to his name as well. B-Rich on the board here in the second quarter with a 3-point shot. 4 assists to his name as well, just awkward. 11 points and an assist. Nudini, 8 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists. And Dayfry just doing Dayfry things. 6 points, 3 boards, and 2 assists, helping Wiz DG hold on to that lead. On the side of the Hornets, it is Crown leading the way with 9 points for Hornets Venom GT. We're going to throw it back to a quick break on the other side. The start of the second half between Wiz DG and Hornets Venom GT. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the official co-stream of Wizards District Gaming. We are back. Second half action. John alongside Lady Blue Flames.
With the flush.
I actually missed who made that basket, so I'm going to have to double check.
It was awkward.
Awkward. Perfect.
Yep.
Look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Just like that. Foul called on Nudini, his second personal. Over trying to keep stats and everything else, and I'm missing it. I need to pay more attention. Foul called. Awkward picking up his second. It's an 11-point lead now for Wiz DG. Going up against the Hornets team that is struggling in the standings. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tate down low, finds Crown. The one-handed jam. Now B-Rich for Wiz DG. Down low, Dayfry gets blocked from behind. Loose ball picked up by the Hornets.
That's 3 points.
TJ putting the block on to just awkward. Tate has space. Can't hit the wide open 3. Loose ball picked up by Dayfry, who's promptly fouled by DJ. Just a reminder, stay tuned after the game is finished for the post-game show. We'll be joined by one of the Wiz DG players and also by head coach Pat Crossan as we break down tonight's game.
Nice flush by Awkward.
Now Tate down low, finding DJ. Runs into the big dog, no problem there. Cat bringing the ball up court. Try to feed the pass to Dayfry. B-Rich with the loose ball. Pick up Nudini's dunk is blocked, but Awkward picking it up. 5 on the shot clock. They have to hurry. B-Rich in the corner. 4-3. Gets it to go. B-Rich coming up clutch again.
Swish from the corner.
What was a busted play for Wiz DG. A little sloppy ball handling. B-Rich somehow pulls a rabbit out of a hat in the form of a 3-point shot. We take those as B-Rich called for a second personal. Glenn with under 10 on the shot clock. Passes over to Tate. 2 seconds. Tate has to force a shot. Off balance 3. Side rim. Big reboard by DJ and back in.
Man.
It's a 10-point game. Wiz D.G playing great defense, forcing that shot clock low. But turnovers just like that was what's going to let Hornets back into this game. Tate handling it for the Hornets. Down low, finds Crown. Cap being patient, bringing the ball up. Dayfry looking to set the pick. And Cap will be fouled by Swan, being a little too aggressive.
Worried.
That's okay. That's why you get 6 fouls before you're in any trouble. Cap being patient, 10 on the shot clock. Finds space, wide open. Cap can't get it to go. Loose ball picked up. Nudini, patient for Dayfry. Awkward in the corner.
Nice patience off the steal.
Cap over to B-Rich. B-Rich for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound for the Hornets, but they lose possession. Wiz D.G, smart heads-up play there from Dayfry, calling the timeout.
Nice. 2 steals off the rebound. Good pressure in the backcourt.
Wiz D.G will hold on to possession as they hold on to the 46-38 lead here in the third quarter with 2:09 to go. We'll see what Wiz D.G have drawn up coming out of the timeout. Cap with space. Finds B-Rich.
Green.
Down low, Dayfry. On the baseline, picks his dribble, kicks it back out. Dini in the corner for 3.
From the corner.
Udini last year, based off the draft that Wiz D.G had, actually was moved to play the 2 spot before a roster change was made in week 3, sending him back down to the 4. He's been making his home down in the 4 spot for years now. He's a very versatile player, but for some reason, Nudini shows up well there. Shot no good. Nudini over to awkward to B-Rich and in. Just over a minute to go, and it's 51-38. Tate. The deep 3. Can't get it to go. Crown with the board. Kicks it back out. Glenn will give it a shot. No good. Charlotte's starting to get a little panicky. B-Rich finishes it off.
Nice. Couple fast break scores.
Charlotte looking a little frustrated here, forcing shots now. That one, decent shot there. 3-point shot is good. $20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cap puts up a 3 to respond. Up to 14 points for Cap. 15 seconds to go. 15-point lead. Tate. The deep 3 forces it, can't get to go. Front rim. Big block from Dayfry. Kicks it back out. Crown to Swan. The shot. No good. 56-41. Your score at the end of 3.
One more quarter. Got 4 players in double figures. Both guards got 5 assists apiece. Nice.
Yeah, one of the great things with Wizards D.G for all of our new viewers out there is this is really a five-headed monster. As I like to say, pick your poison. You want to lock Dayfry down? That's fine. Lock him down. Hold him to 6 points through 3 quarters. Nudini's going to have 11. Awkward's going to have 15. B-Rich is going to have 10. And Cap's going to have 14. So congratulations. You shut Dayfry down. You focused all your attention on there. And now you're down by 15 points. So really hope it was worth it. On the side of the Hornets, though, it's going to be Crown leading the way again with 13 points and 6 rebounds. DJ up next with 12 points and 11 rebounds, securing his double-double. Tate, 11 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, so that's not too bad for Tate. But the problem is those turnovers up to 6 now for the game for the Hornets. And all those second chance opportunities DJ is getting for the Hornets, they're not capitalizing on it, and now they're down by 15 with 6 minutes to go. Take a look at some more stats here before we head in to the fourth quarter action. Hornets held to only 11 points in the third quarter.
Got to keep the pressure on. Ain't let up now. Oh, another quarter.
6 minutes to go. And for those sticking around for the post-game show, looks like Just Awkward will be joining us. Again, pending some changes here, but we are being told Just Awkward, the Defensive Player of the Year last year, and the player who just picked up his third foul, will be joining us in the post-game show.
Has anyone ever fouled out in 2K League?
In 5v5, I'll have to double check here, but I do believe if you don't foul out per se, it becomes like a technical every time you foul after 6 and after. In 3v3, you get replaced by an AI player, which is a nightmare and a half. So you definitely don't want to do that. Dayfry has come close several times in a couple 3v3 games, picking up 5. And he's had to calm it down a little bit, but you know.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering because I'm like, you only have so many people playing, so it's not like you just bring somebody else in. Like,
well, and that's also one of the big changes this year too. Is they got rid of the 6th man. There was a 6th man for the league last year, and actually all the years leading up to this year there was a 6th man. But this year they got rid of the 6th man, so now the league that's already selective as it is has become even smaller. So it's interesting. Cap pulls up for 2. There's a lot of questions with Cap coming on to Wizards D.G through that 4-team trade that happened last month when he came up from Magic Gaming.
Yeah.
You know, Ty drafted first round for Wizards D.G looking to replace JBM. Ty involved in that trade being shipped out to the Kings out in Sacramento. And Cap coming up here. So Cap's stepping in for, you know, in a position where JBM really made a massive name for himself as a legendary 2K League player. And took him a little bit to finally get his feet wet, but nonetheless came up big roughly after several games here, and again last night with that 21-point performance, and he's here again doing it with 16 points to his name so far. Dayfry with the reversal gets it to go. Crown looking for space, will find Swan cross court to Tate. Off balance 3, rattles it home. I can't do that in the game, and I can't do that in real life. But it's nice to see when other people can. Nudini, wide open, responds with a 3 of his own.
Nice. Nothing but net.
Tate. The long 2. No good. Dayfry, long pass, finds Awkward. Slows it up, finds Cap. Now Nudini finding B-Rich, 10 on the shot clock. looking to bleed that time away. Under 3 minutes to go. Awkward in the corner, no good. Long pass out, Glenn over to Crown for the slam.
Pick coming.
Just a preview of the next match here for Wizards D.G. as Glenn Ratty picks up his first. Be coming up next week. It'll be Tuesday, July 12th. It's a 9 p.m. tip-off, which means anywhere between 9 and 9:20 in NBA 2K League terminology. They'll be going up against the newcomers of the 2K League, the second non-NBA team affiliated team in the league in Duke's Gaming.
I was wondering that. I saw 2 names that weren't affiliated with the team.
Dayfry over to Awkward, gets blocked from behind. Nudini picks it up off the glass, can't get it to go. But another offensive board. Dini take 2 in the corner. It's no good, 2 minutes. Glenn down low, finish it off for the Hornets. Quick foul picked up by Swan, his third. Yeah, hearing rumors that there's other NBA teams possibly looking at making their entrance into the league come next season.
Huh?
No hard sources on any of that, but it would be nice to see the rest of the league join.
Yeah, I mean, that just opens up more spots for more players to play and get an opportunity.
Offensive board for Nudini. Crown called for the foul. Nudini goes to the line to shoot. Nudini hits the first, and yes, that screen shake is on the player's screen. Supposed to simulate being the away team. And as you can see for Nudini, that is no problem. For some of the older gamers out there, the screen shake is nothing as bad as playing co-op on the couch with a friend that's hitting you as you're trying to hit those shots.
It's flushed by Dayfar. Yeah, co-op sharing screens. Yeah.
No screen watching as Glenn pulls up for 3. Can't get it to go. Awkward. Says why not. Puts the 3 up. No good. Loose ball. Picked up.
Nice.
Cap finding Awkward. B-Rich. 4-3. Splashes it home.
Under a minute left.
72-54. Safe to say this one's going to be a dub. The foul's called on Awkward, his 4th. This game got out of hand pretty quickly. DJ has his badge activated along with Dayfry and Nudini. Tate down low finds DJ, blocked by Nudini.
Nice.
Loose ball deflected by the Hornets, but picked up though. Glenn's pass picked off by Awkward, up to B-Rich.
Flush.
Now we're just padding the stats here, and I'm here for it.
Right.
Dayfry with another board, kicks it back out. B-Rich for 3. Let it rain, B-Rich. 10 seconds to go. It's all but official.
Oh,
loose ball. And they'll just hold on to it. Nope, Dayfry is going to get 2 more points with 0.4 to go, 79-54. Once they inbound the ball, the Hornets are not going to like that. There's a 5-second violation called. As the Hornets are
loving the stat line.
Hornets are not too happy with that. Oh my goodness. They're just pouring it on now. Just Awkward makes it 81-54, your final score. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, check out Twitter for what I'm sure is going to be some spiciness there a little bit later on.
Right.
All players for Wizards D.G in double digits for points. Dayfry, the double-double machine, once again, 14 points
Oh
and
man,
10
New DG was
boards.
1 rebound away from double double. 2 players with 7 assists. 2 players with 5. That's sharing the ball right there.
That is teamwork makes the dream work. Absolutely a
That is
big night
sharing the
for B
ball.
Rich, 18 points as well, leading the way for Wizards D.G. We're going to throw it to a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the post-game show just on the other side of the break. And don't go anywhere. You're watching the official co-stream of the Wizards District Gaming. And welcome back to the post-game show here on the official co-stream of the two-time NBA 2K League champions, Wizards District Gaming. We are joined by who else but the defending Defensive Player of the Year from 2021, the big man, Just Awkward. Justin, thank you so much for joining us here on the post-game show. Congratulations on a statement win against the Hornets, 81-54. What was your guys' mindset going into this game after having played Grizz Gaming last night?
Our mindset going in really was to just go out there and hoop, like play ball. Like we feel like we're the better team compared to Hornets. Like they're a really good team, but we feel like if we play our game, we should be fine. So we did our same preparation, went into the game and just played with confidence, loose, and went out there and just had fun at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And your stat line, very impressive as well. 17 points, 7 assists, again, 3 steals. Really at the end of the day, like I watch film on how you play so I can try to get better in 2K playing defense. What is the secret to behind being a solid lockdown player on defense like how you play here on Wizards D.G?
To be honest, like I feel like I'm a good player, but I feel like my team make me like a great player. Like I really give all the credit to my team at the end of the day. I feel like I can play my defense. I play a really chaotic way on defense. I'm always going for steals. I'm always like going for big plays, and my team they just trust me to make those plays, and they just play off of me. So I really give the credit to my team. So
Yeah, absolutely. I know, Lady Blue Flames, if you have any questions as well, feel free to jump in to ask Just Awkward here after the victory tonight here against Hornets Venom.
Okay. Just wanted to say great game from all of you guys. The way you guys work together really shows when you watch and in the stats with how many assists everybody had spread across the board, everybody getting points. Only thing I did notice from the game, which I want to get your insight because you guys play really good defense and put pressure on the other team and force difficult shots. But they did have a couple stretches of kind of getting offensive boards because of all that pressure on their shots. And when you guys like go through games afterwards, how would you and the team kind of address something like that against a team who may be able to punish you more because of those offensive boards?
It's really just trusting on each other. Like I feel like our defense is mainly like we're really heavy about like stopping the ball and like getting up. Like Ryan will play up really high, Dini will play up really high. So it's just about like trusting one of the off ball players, either me, Brandon, or Cap, to just get a box out for them so they can come down and get the board. We didn't really execute it that much tonight, so we're definitely gonna watch more in film, get down, like go back to practice, work on it. So it's definitely something that we see like every game, even wins and losses, we always take something like from it and learn and get better.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And I just want to touch on what happened there at the end of the game. I don't know if there's any bad blood or little rivalry here between Wiz DG and the Hornets. But it almost felt like the Hornets decided with 0.4 seconds they just didn't want to play the game anymore, and then obviously you polished it off with a nice little 0.2 second dunk there. Is there any insight there you can give us, or is it just more of you play to the whistle?
Yeah, we played to the whistle. Once the clock goes off, that's when we stop playing. But I don't know what was up with them. But 3 points is points, right? And that oop, it did look nice too. Like it was fun though.
It looked real good. I'm waiting to watch that highlight reel here a little bit. So, coming up next week, you got Duke's Gaming on the 12th. So obviously you're going to have a little bit of layoff here. You guys are going to go through your practice, your film prep, and everything else. What are you personally looking forward to going up in this matchup against Duke's Gaming? What is one thing that you want to see this team do going into that matchup?
Once again, just like keep finding our stride. I feel like we're hitting our stride. Just go into the game. Like I know Killy, he's a really good shooting guard, so we're definitely gonna lock in on him and just like they have a really good team all around, but I know Killy's their guy. So if we go in, prepare how we always do, stop Killy, like slow him down at least, and I feel like we should be happy with the results.
Absolutely. Just awkward. Thank you so much for joining us here on the post-game show. We'll go and let you go, and we'll get head coach Pat Crossan on here next. Again, congratulations on the win, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you for having me. Have a good one.
You too. All right. Just awkward again. Just I can't say enough about just awkward. He does not like being in the spotlight. I've had the honor of interviewing him multiple times. He's not a huge fan of doing it because he's definitely a team player, and there's definitely something to be said about that style of player and person. So it's really great, taking those compliments and giving it back to his teammate, because at the end of the day, it is a team sport. And again, Wiz D.G absolutely popping off. Again, just taking a look at the numbers: 16 points for Cap, 7 assists. B Rich, 18 points, 5 assists. Awkward, 17 points, 7 assists, and 3 steals. He was 8 for 13 from the floor and 1 for 3 behind the arc. Dini, 16 points, 9 boards. Just like Lady Blue Flames was saying, 1 rebound away. Just 1.
I know.
3 assists as well. And then Big Dog, Dave Fry, 14 points, 10 boards, and 5 assists. 3 steals and 2 blocks. I mean, Dave Fry does it all, is what it really comes down to. As we are waiting for head coach Pat
their
Crossan.
play style definitely shows like how much they trust and communicate with each other, because a lot of especially on defense, like you can't apply that much pressure if you don't trust the guys behind you. Like
100%, absolutely agree with that.
It was really good to see it.
Yeah, and whenever the one thing I've noticed over the past couple of years of having the honor to call these games for Wiz DG is, they go in obviously with a game plan, but they also are able to say, hey, look, if the game isn't going in this direction, we can call an audible. We can kind of switch the game plan up. We can play to what the other team is giving us and still go after their weaknesses. And that's exactly what we saw here today when DJ was really giving Wiz DG a hard time. Obviously 14 points and 15 rebounds. You never want to see the opposing center do that. But, for most of this game, Dave Fry scoring-wise was pretty well shut down, but the rest of the team popped off and really helped carry that into the fourth quarter, where Dave Fry went absolutely insane. Right. And with that, I don't want to waste his time here. He did just hop on here, so we're going to switch it back over, because the man, the myth, the legend, the coach of the year, head coach Pat Crossan for Wiz DG, joining us now on the postgame show. Pat, again, congratulations, 2 nights in a row, dubs for Wiz DG, and this one, a little bit closer than last night, I think. 81-54 for the win. What was your message to the team going in tonight, and how do you rate their overall play going up against the Hornets tonight?
Yeah, I think it was just, we know the Hornets, they're not, at the top of the standings for the East. So, we can't take them lightly, and we're a championship team. So we kind of look at every team, no matter if they're, at the top of the standings or bottom of the standings, they want to beat us. They want to have that kind of momentum. They want to have that saying like, oh, we beat the Wizards. So we realize that we can't take any game easy. It doesn't matter who we're playing. And we really came out. I think we were a little slow in the beginning, and we kind of had to find our groove. But obviously, fourth quarter we turned it on like we always do, and kind of extended that lead a little bit. So that was good to see.
Yep, absolutely. And again, solid defense again from the guys out there. Again, really feels like the MO for this team. In the second half alone, 11 points in the third quarter, 13 points in the fourth quarter for Hornets Venom. Obviously that is the big message here for this team, but how are you able to time in and time out knowing that the other teams are game planning for this very strict and locked down defense that you guys play? How do you go about handling that gameplay from the other team?
I mean, we just have great players, to be honest with you. We got Just Awkward. He's our lockdown. And then you got Ryan and Dini who can switch in the pick and roll. And Brandon, honestly, has done a tremendous job for us. He's actually playing up top this year. Last year, he played out of the corner, which is kind of a new position for him on defense. And, really, we trust him as much as we trust Justin if he gets on ball and he has to get a stop for us. So really, it's just everyone's kind of bought into that championship defense level that we've had the past couple of years, and we've seen it have so much success for us. So we just kind of want to be at the top again. That's obviously our MO, like you said, and you keep riding.
Awesome. Well, Coach, I just have one question, and it was a joy watching the game tonight. And just a lot of people know that it's easy for a higher seed team to kind of not play its best against a team that may be lower in the standings, just out of like sheer comfort sometimes. So what do you say in your preparation leading up to the game to make sure that they stay on task and not get too comfortable and not take another team too lightly, and kind of have that random off game when you end up getting a loss? But you guys were just you pressed on the gas and you kept it there, and you guys just came out, executed, and played well. So what do you say in preparation, like the day before that game, knowing that it's a lower standing team, but you still want to come out with the same type of mentality that you would if it was a higher rated, a higher team on the standings?
Yeah, no, it's a great question because for us, even though we've already clinched playoffs, you can see that some teams maybe take it a little easy, like you said. But we've been here before where we've clinched playoffs, way ahead of our regular season ending. And for us now, we're kind of working on seeding. I know the Sixers are probably a game ahead of us, so I think we need to win 2 games because they have the tiebreaker. So this next week, we have 3 games, very important. And even though we're playing, a team like the Hornets or maybe some other teams that aren't, standing wise, they'll probably be in the ticket. You just really can't take a game off. And for us, it's just, we've got to start developing that dog mentality that everyone likes to say, where everyone's tweeting about, the picture of the dog, in their body or whatever. So that's kind of what we're getting into. And we want to take that momentum going into the playoffs. We want to win every game. I mean, it doesn't matter who we're playing. We just want to go out there and win because it feels good to win, and it's worked out for us so far. So, and it's also nice to finally meet you, Lady Blue. So appreciate you having on.
No, I
on
haven't
here
got a chance to meet you, but I'm
with
very
us.
excited to meet everybody coming up. I know it's a very busy time for Wizards District Gaming and for the for the Mystics. So
Yes.
I'm taking my time, slowly meeting everybody.
We'll have to have you come in one day and meet the team and all that, and so you can
Yeah, for
get some
sure.
head to head with them.
Of
Because
course.
they're pretty good. I like to say I'm the best out of everyone, but they can hold their own too.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely. And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Justin because I was trying to get some insight here. He didn't bite on the question, but I'm going to see if you can shed some light here a little bit. The end of the fourth quarter, obviously it felt like a little bit with 0.4 seconds that the Hornets just maybe dropped their controllers and walked away from their screens there a little bit, and Awkward was able to get that nice little 0.2 finish on the inbounds. Is there any rivalry here growing here between the Hornets? Is there any bad blood between the organizations, or is it just more the Hornets just figured enough was enough and they wanted to walk away?
No, I'm not sure. I think they just kind of walked away. I know for us, point differential is huge. That can be a tiebreaker. So we kind of have to take points sometimes because if it is a tiebreaker and we didn't take those 2 points at the end of the game, then we'll come back to the shoulda, woulda, couldas. But no, I think for us as a team, every team's our rival. We want to beat them as much as they want to beat us. So, to go out there and try to beat everybody, and obviously they're doing the same thing. But no rivalry. I obviously have much respect for them. They were kind of hit last year really hard with retirements, and they were second in wins in the East. So they've kind of had a hard off season, and they're still trying to fight back. So, all respect to the organization.
Absolutely. And this will preview the next matchup here, and then we'll let you go. We don't want to keep you too late here. Tuesday, July 12th, going up against Duke's Gaming. Obviously, there's going to be a long time off between now and then. I'm not even going to try to count the days. It's like 5 days or something like that. But nonetheless, there's going to be a lot of videos, going to be a lot of reviewing, a lot of game prep. What is your main focus going into this game against Duke's Gaming, as they are technically the newcomers into the league, but they have a lot of players that you're familiar with?
Oh, they're a very good team. I mean, they have two high-powered scoring guards in Seam and Kelly. So we really got to stop them from a defensive standpoint. And then obviously they have Lord Beezus, who played on the Jazz last year when we played them in the finals. I mean, all around, they're just a really good team, and they're making a lot of waves in the West over there, which is kind of a bloodbath right now for those Western teams. So really, we just got to figure out a way to stop those guys, and then obviously just come out and play our game, which we're pretty confident. But we're also excited to play a West team like that we know is really good to kind of test us. And not just them. I think we play the Bucks next week as well after that. So it'll be two good tests for us to really, see where we're at.
Okay, I lied. Final question. Do you like these one-game series more than the best of 3 that we had last year, where you got more than just one shot against these teams, or do you like these one-off games where it's it's do or die every game?
I mean, there's pros and cons for both. I think, personally, if you're a really, really good team in this league, you always want the series, because sometimes 2K, maybe you get a couple turnovers or some, fluke stuff happens, that could change a game. But for us, these best of ones are really good at locking it. You have to lock in for one game and then you're done. And, you don't get a second chance after that, like we've had last year. So that's kind of the way we're looking at this season. And, the tournaments when we were there for the turn, those are good opportunities because, it's all series. So we played the T-Wolves, and that was a crazy series, and we played the Sixers. And that was kind of a test for us to get ready for playoffs. But I don't have a preference game, if it's game 1 or if it's a best of 3 series. Doesn't matter either way.
Perfect. All right, head coach Pat Crossing coming off the back-to-back wins last night against Grizz Gaming and tonight against Hornets Venom with a solid 81-54 win. Pat, thank you so much for joining us on the post-game show, and I'll bump into you soon.
Anytime. We'll see you next week.
All right, we'll see you then.
Take care, guys.
Have a good night.
Here we go.
All right, head coach Pat Crossing, thank you again so much for joining us here on the post-game show. I mean, he's a man of a lot of words. Very intelligent when it comes to 2K League. Very intelligent when it comes to game planning. He's Coach of the Year last year for a reason, and we just got to pick his brain there just for a little bit. At the end of the day, Lady Blue Flames, you play this game a lot more than I do. In fact, after we're done with the stream, I'm going to go play some F1. Because I've gotten into it, and I shout out to Andrew X2 Chucks there for helping me get into F1. But from this side of the screen, obviously this was the first time you got to cast an NBA 2K League game like this. What was this experience like for you? Like, is it kind of neat seeing professionals like this play in an organized league backed by the NBA?
Is a lot more than I thought it was. Because I haven't been following 2K League that long. Mm-hmm. I've only probably been roughly following consistently the last 2 years. And so I definitely know more of like what's actually that goes into the 2K League. And then find out that it has like its own specific area in the game. And so I've been learning a lot of interesting things and good things. And I'm super excited for anybody who's made it to the league and is still there and having success, and just seeing how these teams are coming together after, like, say, a draft where they just like, okay, we got these players, y'all figure it out and mesh together. And of course, it was worked out for some teams and probably some other teams not as much. But doing the cast today was a lot of fun, and actually like talking like while watching the game and seeing the plays and checking the stats at the end of the quarter, and just seeing it with another person and talking the game with another person has been a lot of fun. It's definitely an aspect of basketball that I kind of miss the most. Um, post COVID and everything that's been happening, there's been a lot less like interaction as far as certain people in the basketball world, at least for me. So this has kind of been getting me back on track and talking things that I like to talk and talking with people who also like it, and just trying to enjoy the competition and just see how great some of these players are and have them do it night in and night out, and then watch them adjust through adversity, and then during the post game and just hearing how the players think, how the coaches are thinking, and how they're coming up with this process and how they've been able to develop the last few years and develop a successful program, from top to bottom. And so it's definitely been a really good experience, and I'm excited to meet even more people, moving forward. And so I definitely enjoyed myself tonight, and hopefully I'll do some more.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an absolute honor having you on the cast here tonight as well. It's actually the first time that we've met somewhat face-to-face here with Cameron and everything.
Right.
Absolutely crushed it. You're always welcome back. It was an absolute honor having you on here as well. For those who may be just tuning in for the first time and they're discovering who you are, obviously you stream here on the Wizards D.G channel as well. Go ahead and give yourself a shout out. Let them know where they can follow you at and also where they can go to watch your streams.
Well, on all platforms, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, I am Lady Blue Flames. Just flat out Lady Blue Flames. Twitch is the only one that's spelled different because I had to take off some letters to get my name clear.
Those character limits are terrible.
Right. So it is Lady Blue Flames. It just doesn't have the E in blue. That's the only one that's different is Twitch. And so right now I'm currently streaming on both. I do WNBA content on both channels, but on my channel I also do fitness, and I play shooter, so Apex, Overwatch. I play a bunch of different games outside of just 2K. So I guess I'd be what you consider a variety streamer because I like to play a lot of stuff. I'm not a one game type of person. But yes, Lady Blue Flames across the board, no matter what social media platform it is Lady Blue Flames. You can find me, and you'll find all types of content. So definitely will be glad to have you. Glad to interact with you, and just, yep, WNBA, basketball, and fitness. That's typically what you're going to find when you look me up.
Perfect. There you go. Go ahead and give her a follow. And if you're not doing so already, make sure you're following Wizards District Gaming on all the platforms as well at Wizards D.G. But that is going to do it for tonight's stream. It's another win. 2 nights in a row. Wins for Wiz D.G. taking down Grizz Gaming last night, and tonight Hornets Venom 81-54.
2 wins in a row for the district.
Dubs on dubs here in the DC area for sure. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, July 12th. It's a 9 p.m. tip-off against Dukes Gaming. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until Tuesday, have a good night.